Hello everyone, welcome to J-Hoop Crochet. I am Reggie and today I want to show you some yarn that I bought from Nava. So if you're interested in that kind of content, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe by clicking the subscribe button down below. And you're always welcome to leave me comments and let me know what you think about my content and about the things that I talk about in my videos. You can also check all of my social media links in the description box down below, as well as all the links to everything that I mentioned in today's video. So as I said today, I want to show you some yarn that I bought from Nava. I met her the first time when I went to the Yarn and Falafel meetup, and I made a video about that. So if you're interested, you can go and check that out. I will link it down below as well. And that was about a year ago. Since then, I've met her again at the Israeli Fiber Festival. I love her yarns, and now she has her own website where she sells her yarn and ships it worldwide. So I made a purchase and I wanted to share it with you all. I will also show you some things that I have made with her yarn, with the yarn that I purchased in the previous time that I met her in the festival, as well as on the Yarn and Falafel meetup. So I already had a chance to use her yarns, and I know they're good. So then you can see a little bit how the yarns look when they're worked out, and I can tell you about how it is working with them. But let's begin by unboxing this, unbagging this wonderful yarn, and I'll show you all the different colors that I got. Let's see a little bit. So I will first of all say that the owner of this yarn brand lives here in Israel, which is how I was able to meet her. And she actually lives in Tzur Hadassah, which is not far away from where my brother lives. I only found that out now when I purchased from her online, because every time I met her at the festival and I bought directly from her, I had a nice conversation with her. She's a very, very nice lady. But this time I purchased online, and when I got the package, I was very happy to see, the area where she lives. It's actually a place that I've been and I know, so it's I don't know, made me feel like I know her. All right, so this first yarn. This is 75% extra fine superwash merino and 25% nylon. It is a fingering weight yarn, 100 grams, 425 meters. And look at that. It is like a very, very light, peachy pink. It's like the color is very subtle on this one, which really attracted me because I think that this will really make a very, very nice shawl or a scarf. This colorway is called Sunset, and yeah, I agree. I love these like pink, peachy sunsets. You can see there's a little bit of pink coming out, and most of it is like a peachy pink. Very, very subtle yarn. I think it will work wonderfully on its own as a shawl or a scarf. And I think that you can also combine it with a lot of different colors because it is so light. I don't want to say it's neutral because it's not neutral. It is a light color. And not just light in the terms that it's that the color is light, not dark. Also, it's light. It doesn't have a lot of wood in terms of color. So you can really combine it with a lot of colors. And I think that is something that's very important to have in your stash, like colors that combine well with other colors. When I buy handbag yarn, a lot of times I tend to buy yarns that have a lot of colors, a lot of speckling, short range color changes, and not many times I just buy um, these not neutrals, but the neutral, not color, the neutral yarn. It's like the accent in your project. That I don't want to call it a solid or a semi-solid because it isn't really. But yeah, those in between yarns that you can combine in your project to go along with those very, very vibrant colors. So that's the one that I chose. It's very nice. It's very light, as I've said. And I like the feel of this yarn. It's a 75/25, so it has nylon in it, and it's a super wash, so it's always nice to have. And they recommend a 3.5 millimeter hook, which is what I normally use with fingering or yarns. If you guys knit, one of these will make you a nice pair of socks or a very, very nice scarf or even a shawlette. Um, with crochet, it can make a shawlette. It depends the pattern you use. I have one pattern that's called the Zerzura shawl. You can find it on my Etsy shop, link down below. And if you want to make that shawl, you can make a decent sized shawl from just 100 grams of fingering. So that's just an idea. The next yarn that I got, I actually bought two hints. This is uh, sugar. And again, it's 100 grams, 75% extra fine superwash merino, and 25% nylon, and it's a fingering weight. And this one is a speckled yarn. As you can see, like I said, a lot of times when I buy yarn, I go for the speckled or the variegated. Not many times I go for the solids. So here is a wonderful, wonderful example of how you can combine the yarn that has all these speckles and extra colors with the light yarn that can make the contrast to that. Um, yeah, so this way, the main color of the yarn is very similar to the former one, to the sunset one that I showed you, but it's speckled with all kinds of colors. There's pinks and purples and greens and blues and yellows, and I think that would be very, very interesting to see how that develops into a project. I have two of them, so it can make a larger project. And if I combine it with that one, it can even make a bigger project. So I don't have an idea yet. I'm not sure I will combine because, as I've said, this one by itself I thought would make a very nice shawl. These two together, I still don't have an idea for them, but that is something that happens very often. I buy yarn because I like the way it looks and not because I have a project in mind for it. So if you have an idea, I would love to hear. Once again, this is the same yarn as the previous one, so it feels very nice. It's kind of bouncy. It's a super wash merino and nylon blend, so very, very soft. And would be great for anything that goes directly on your skin. It doesn't have like an itch to it. It's not too thin anyway, so it will go perfectly. Um, you can wear it directly on your skin. You don't have to wear anything underneath. It can be a scarf, it can be a beanie, it can be a sweater, it can be a tank top, it can be a lot of things. Um, Ideas for the work on. There's a helicopter flying by, making a lot of noise. That's what it's like these days here. And now to something completely different. Here is a darker color yarn and also a heavier weight yarn. This is a DK or worsted weight yarn. It's 115 grams at 230 meters. So yeah, I would say it's like a thicker DK. And the colorway is called Poncho. It has more darker colors, more darker greens, some browns, deep reds and blues. I very much like this color palette. Um, I don't like to classify colors as like spring colors or fall colors or winter colors, but if you are a person who classifies, you would probably say this is more of a winter fall kind of palette. It's like darker colors. But I think you need to have everything in your stash. You need to have a little bit of those colors, a little bit of that. I know that a lot of times we have like a favorite color or the colors that we gear towards when we buy yarn. But I really, really try to not gear towards a certain color and more like by 8 threads. So this is, as I've said, a DK weight, and it's 100% extra fine superwash merino wool. And you can right away feel that this yarn does not have nylon in it, that it is 100% wool. So this is a 100% wool yarn, but she also has yarns that are not wool content on her website, so you should definitely go and check it out. And I'll also show you some in just a little bit. In terms of wool yarn, this is a very nice, very soft merino yarn. In general, I think that a lot of yarn buyers go or gear towards the merino yarns when they do hand dyed yarns. I think it's maybe just the one that is the easiest and maybe the most common to get undyed. Um, there is a difference between 100% superwash merino in one dyer to the other, mostly depending on where they get their undyed yarn from. So this specific one is a very, very soft, very nice one, and would definitely be something that you can wear right against your skin. One of her DK weight yarns can definitely make you beanie and even more. So here I would like to pause for a second with showing the yarns and showing something that I have made with her yarn. I had one of her skeins of DK weight that I bought when I met her at the yarn festival. So this is the yarn or well, this is what I'm yeah. It is a beanie. This one is a toddler size, and this one is an adult size, and both of them came from the same hank of yarn. And if you're interested in this pattern, you might want to continue watching this video. There will be something about that coming up. But this is the Katie Bird beanie, and I will have a link to it in the description box down below for those of you who are interested. And as I've said, I will also say a few more words about this pattern in just a little bit. It's not designed by me. It's designed by a different designer that I have tested this pattern for, and all the links to that designer will be in the description box down below as well. So this yarn, as I have said, is her 100% superwash merino DK weight, and the colorway is orchid. I have bought this yarn when I met at the yarn festival, and I used it for this pattern test to make this beautiful beanie that I really like. Sadly, the test the timing of the test was towards the end of winter here, so what it's stupid to say, but we don't really have. Where I live in the desert, we have like I don't know, a week and a half of winter, 2 weeks. So I didn't really have a chance to actually walk around in it, but maybe next winter. And I made one toddler size as well, and my son claimed it right away. So as I've said, these two came from the same hank, and the rest I put on my new knitting machine and made into a long scarf. So again, this child size loop scarf. I just put it onto the knitting machine and like this until I was out of yarn, and then I sewed the ends together. But you can see how nicely the yarn walks up. You can see that beautiful stitch definition. You can see the different accents of color. So that is just to show you the level of for raw material, the yarn itself. You can see that it has wonderful stitch definition. You can see that it has beautiful stitch. Look. Ooh. Very nice. So yeah, that is quite well. You can get out the stain of her DK with. Again, depending on the pattern, of course, some patterns are yarn eaters and use more. Um, but very, very nice for DK weight, extra fine superwash merino. I recommend it. As you can see, made a lot of it. And these colors. This is called Lavender Fields. It has a beautiful lavender color with some green speckling. Green and brown. I really like that. And this is a roving yarn. As you can see, it's a one ply. Um, it's very nice and soft. It has a little bit more halo to it. 100% superwash merino. It is 100 grams, 366 meters, and it is classified as a fingering. So you can see that not all fingering weights are alike, in case you haven't noticed that already. Some fingering weight yarns have 425 meters in them, some have less than 400. It really does depend on how the yarn is spun, and since this yarn is a little heavier, even though they are both 100 grams and fingering weight yarns, this one has a little bit less yardage in it. And yeah, roving yarn. I really like roving yarn. I think it has beautiful texture when you work it up. And I love this color, this like bluish purple, the lavender purple. And I think that once again, it will make a beautiful scarf. And why do I think that? Because I have already made a scarf in one of the woven yarns that I bought when I met her at the yarn and fossil meet. So here is the scarf. This is what they call a mini scarf. It's like a one skein scarf that you can make with just one skein of any yarn. I will link the pattern to this in the description box down below because once again, this was a test pattern that I did for another designer. This pattern is called the Starfy Shawl, and I will link the pattern as well as the designer in the description box down below. And I wanted to show you that one skein made this very, very, very long scarf. I have some pictures of it on Instagram in case you don't follow me on Instagram, but I'll just do a quick, you know, I could put it on for you in a nice way so you can see. It's really nice. It feels very good. There's a wonderful, wonderful stitch definition on it and the beautiful halo from the yarn. And this, as I've said, was made with the 100% superwash merino roving in the colorway pastel rainbow. So that is a different, I know it looks a lot like the orchid colorway that I made beanies in, but it's not the same. Orchid one is more purple bluish, and the pastel rainbow is more pink and light blue pastels. So yeah, when you look at it closely, you can see that it's not the same one. But I just wanted to give you another idea of what you can make. First of all, what you can make with just one skein of yarn. Now, I don't know if you, I am a big fan of one skein projects. So, one of these will make you this. I think it always adds to an unboxing or a review when you can already see what the yarn looks like when it's worked up and not just, showing you the skein and saying. This yarn I got. And last but definitely not least, you guys know that I am a very, very big fan of natural cellulose fibers. So this is 100% Pima cotton. And the colorway is amethyst. I promised you guys that she also has non-wool yarns. So here it is. Look how beautiful it is. There are beautiful purples and light blues and grayish purples and a little darker blues. It's very beautiful, and I gotta say, um, I have seen yarn dyers who dye cotton and bamboo and so on, and to get the colors to be very vibrant on a cellulose plant-based fiber, um, is hard. So she did a wonderful work here, and this is 100% Pima cotton. It's soft. It's not, it's not what you guys maybe think when you think of cotton. A lot of people say, "Oh, cotton yarn, it's like rough. It's more for homeware items and so on." Definitely not. This is summer top material, summer accessories material, definitely wearable material, very, very nice, light and airy, and it is a fingering weight yarn. So once again, this is 100 grams, 400 meters. This can be, your one skein summer scarf or like early spring scarf, because it's cotton, it's light, it's not gonna be too warm. It's a breathable, it's a breathing fiber, so it lets the air go through, and it's absorbent. So all the pluses that I always talk about when I talk about plant-based fibers. And this time in hand dyed yarn. So it combines two of my very, very big loves when it comes to yarn, and dyed and vegans. Yeah. So definitely a big favorite. Um, yeah. So here are all the yarns that I purchased from Nava Wool this time. This time around, I'm saying this time because there's definitely going to be a next. If you guys know me. Um, what did I think? I think that I went on a lot on like a good scale from the from those darker ones and the lighter ones. There's pinks, there's purples, there's greens and blues here. I think I met my goal of ordering all kinds of colors, as well as all kinds of fibers, as well as all kinds of yarn beads. A bit of good job here. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Did you like it? Did you not like it? You can also write me that. That is totally fine. Did you have a favorite color? Did you have a favorite yarn? Did you like the mix that I have made? And speaking of the mates that I have made, this time commenting on my video will be a must. You know what? Because between all the comments on this video, I am going to pick up one winner to win a copy of the kitty beanie, the panels. Yeah, of course, you want to have this beanie. So, yeah. Um, but yeah, I'm going to give away one copy of the pattern. So I'm going to leave all the directions about how this giveaway is going to work in the description box down below. So be sure to read through and check it out. So after you read through all of these, you can leave me a comment. There is no rule about what the comment must be. You can write whatever you want, and I will choose one winner. Okay? So all the details about when the giveaway is finished and how the winner will be picked and where the winner will be announced are in the description box below. So read through them. Okay, that is all for today. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe down below. And I will see you all next time. Bye.